Look, to anybody who is seeing this, I'm just going to get to the point before I even go into any of this. So, remember what RioluPuppy said? Or have you been paying attention? In this video, this very video, at 26:40, RioluPuppy has said something in regards to Sonic93. It is a claim in which I didn't pick up on until I watched the video.
The videos you and Amy made on him kinda didn't help matters in the long run either. Also, I remember in your videos on Brandon that you said you'd rather have a rapist rather than a shallow pervert for a boyfriend.
When did she say that, though? And you can look at this video and hear my response to it, because here it is. I'm right here. This is where I'm going to say what Sonic93 said in regards to a shallow pervert. This is what I'm going to show in regards to Amy-chan saying something in regards to a shallow pervert. Right here, when it comes to Yoshi1. Yoshi1 is Brandon. RioluPuppy uses their real names for some reason. Constantly.
And her was staring at each other when he saved her from falling. Then in the ending of Sonic.
And this is Amy-chan doing her interpretation of Yoshi1 when the video was made. Shout out to Stories, the Mothbird, once again for re-uploading their video. And no, I do not like Amy-chan mocking Yoshi1. But here we go.
Sonic Heroes, Knuckles was checking her out as she walked past him. And even in Rivals 2, Sonic asked if Knuckles and her were out on a date.
As you can see, folks, not only is Yoshi a creepy pervert, he's also shallow as well. Do you guys notice he says nothing about Rouge's personality?
So, let's go back. Where were we? Shallow pervert. Creepy shallow pervert? What was it?
Videos on Brandon that you said you'd rather have a rapist rather than a shallow pervert for a boyfriend.
So where did that come from? So let's go down to what Sonic93 is saying. When she's reading, after she reads off part of what he's saying.
One of the hottest females in gaming! Fox was so dumbfounded by her beauty when he first saw her in the crystal. This was a pretty funny scene as he was totally shaking her out.
This is her reading off what Yoshi1 said back in the day on DeviantArt. But it's like Amy-chan was doing, except she's not using a voice filter like Amy-chan.
Then Pippi hair contacts him right when he was rendered immobilized by Crystal's beauty. She is the hottest Nintendo girl next to Zero Suit Samus. Great. He even said, all I got to say is that a fictional Fox character is lucky because I guess the fiction character runs around almost completely naked. Even if Fox did check out on her for the very first time he saw her, I think he had at least more manners about it than you would if you saw her for the first time. And it doesn't really help your case when you state that she's the hottest girl next to Zero Suit Samus. And I think I can take a wild guess of why you bothered to consider her as one of the hottest Nintendo girls. Is it because she wears a really tight suit when she's not wearing her armor? I mean, I get that a guy can't help himself but notice those kind of features since the character's kind of revealing herself, but you only seem to like that about her and nothing else? And this guy is sure more of how shallow he really is?
And my thing is, there is no timestamp. No timestamp at all when it came to what RioluPuppy was saying. You provided no timestamp, Rielu. And I know that was kind of long, but here's the thing. You folks out there who claim you have evidence and you go after someone to ruin their lives, shut the fuck up. Stop acting like Everybody's got to do it your way. Stop acting like people got to, make everything simple. And when they do, stop acting like they got to be so fucking professional and have a PowerPoint presentation and have music in the background like you and anybody else. They don't have to. If someone's trying to tell the truth, listen to their words, look at their evidence, and make sure their evidence is not fake. Seriously. It's that simple. So no, Sonic93 did not say that she would rather be RAPED by some kind of whatever RioluPuppy was saying. No, Sonic93 did not say that. My issue is when you make claims like that, you get people hurt. So what is this? Well, basically, this is someone who is quite similar to RioluPuppy who went after me. I am not going to say her name out loud. You can probably see it right here. Because I am not trying to pick a fight with her. I never was. But when you go down to, let's go right here. It's like forgetting where my glasses are. But this video right here. Look, I got video links right here. Here's the video right here itself. You can see for yourself. If you see her videos on me, then you must be fair to look at mine. I'm not going to tell you don't look at her videos on me. I'm not going to tell you. If I was lying to you, I would tell you, turn away, don't look at it, don't believe anything she says, don't even bat an eye. No. I want you to think for yourselves and go ahead and see and look at mine. I want you to even ask yourselves, are you comfortable thinking what she says, or do you simply want the truth? So don't play with your own minds, because you people suck. Those of you who are just so selective of the truth, you see what's in front of you. You know how to fucking fact check, but you don't want to fact check. You want to believe whatever fits your fucking brain. It pisses me off. Here we are. You have these folks right here who went after Sonic93. One of them went after Goth Nebula as well as Sonic93. And these folks, at least plenty of them, weaponized Akai Jane and Yoshi 1's names against Sonic93. RioluPuppy is no exception. What is my problem? Well, we currently argue or struggle over who to trust when it comes to politics. One of them is literally the equivalent to the crowd of manipulative enablers or false accusers. You know who. This guy right here, Donald Trump. You folks who went after Sonic93 and Goth Nebula, how many of you? Let's start with you. GhostDXC, Onyx Online, Nico Royum, Bag of Deuce, Dumbsville, Wikitubia. Well, not everybody in Wikitubia, but you folks like NA, the original imposter who I don't have up here. Hello, how are you? This is an alt, aka Roman. Boon Slayer, if that's you. Just a Robot, Bagaduce again, Zombie Spartan, Amy-chan. You are the equivalent to Donald Trump in a way. Not completely, but in a way you are, because you rather lie and scratch your own backs and have us scratch your backs for you and hide from your own lies instead of owning up. It pisses me off. This person right here, she has done something similar to me, but it's not as worse as you are. She's similar to RioluPuppy, in which she was trying to please her fans. She didn't know who to turn to. This had to do with the voice actor situation with Vic Mignogna and Monica Rielu. I did not believe that Monica Rielu was innocent when it came to the Vic situation. And it's not because I love Vic. No, it's because it didn't look that way. I thought it was possible, but at the same time, when people kept acting like, oh, I stand with Vic, they're doing all these things, so we need to harass them and stuff. It was a bunch of people who were acting crazy. But here's the thing. It wasn't every single person doing that on Kick Vic. It wasn't. But the vocal group were the ones who made the rest look bad. much like how the vocal people, the ones who were doing all the attacking on I Stand With Vic, made the rest of the group look bad. Meaning that there's innocent I Stand With Vic and Kick Vickers, as well as guilty I Stand With Vic and Kick Vickers. I am so deeply ashamed of even being a fan of the same type of voice actors as you without even, I don't know, shedding a tear? What? Because you don't go after people. You don't go and harass them. But you folks did. You folks look for excuses, and then here you are, bag of deuce, you simp Sonic93 and throw him on the bus, and then you hide him behind bag of deuce. The world has bigger issues, and we lack a major sense of direction and who to trust. But these legendary clout collectors chose the witch hunt, rewrite your history, and play hero as part of their own escapism, because to them, slander is no big deal unless it is them. Their excuse? It was fun, and they needed the love and attention when they could have helped save many lives. Seriously. The 4 victims on the right include Yoshi 1, who did many uncool things to harass people, but his name, much like Akai Jane, was smeared and weaponized against Sonic93, another victim, much like Goth Nebula. Their victimhoods were ignored and twisted by many using their names to fuel entertainment, distracting us from hearing their cries for help and those in general. Everyone is human, but the enablers beg to differ. Now when it comes to these two right here, they are victims of believing hearsay, peer pressure, fan-pleasing, and weaponization to help spread defamation. They are not tools, nor should anyone be used as such despite their actions. I say this because even though this lady went after me, she has a story. She has an origin story of some sort that drove her to that point. It wasn't right out of the blue like, oh, I saw something wrong with this video. No, it's because I was trying to help diffuse the situation, and I was under the impression that there were so many people on Kick Vic that were just literally attacking folks and didn't want to hear their story. I knew there were some innocent folks, but it was just that bad. But then some people did come to me for help from Kick Vic. They did. From I Stand With Vic and Kick Vic. Because it's a gray area. But when it comes to RioluPuppy, did you even think about what Goth Nebula went through? Before we even get to Goth Nebula, did you even think about what Yoshi 1 really went through? You could have helped people. You, and I'm going to say her name actually, Chelsh, or Chesh. You both could have done so much good. And you probably have in some ways, but in this situation, you didn't. You attacked people. You could have helped to clear this up, to stop people from going after Yoshi 1, from going after Sonic93, from going after Vic Mignogna and Monica Rial, because Vic Mignogna and Monica Rial, they both matter. Everybody matters when it comes to the voice actor situation. People have played games to play sides and lure us to, to try to do their dirt. I didn't like that. You let this happen, RioluPuppy. You let this just go on. With Sonic93 being used as some kind of laughing stock? Not really, but basically a punching bag by Dumbsville and Bag of Deuce, and a sex toy by Bag of Deuce. You focused on Root, my friend, instead of talking about Moon this really. This is disgusting. So, when it comes down to what Goth Nebula has said, I'm going to share this, and you folks need to stop being picky. You really do. This is what she said to me. A few things I could say, and this is for everybody. Sonic93, True Love Heart, and everyone out there, what Dumbsville did to all of us in the past was just beyond monstrous. He had no right to slander us online with lies. He can control his own life, but he doesn't have the right to control what we do in life or what we do online to make a living. He can't control what we like. We are not his puppets. We are our own human beings. But I do hope one day he starts to see the error of his ways before it's too late on him. Everyone makes mistakes in life, but we learn from our mistakes. We should be proud that we make mistakes and learn from it. I'm like that too. Something that Dumbsville can never accept is his mistakes and flaws. But the way he points out our mistakes like it's some kind of law, it doesn't mean we are breaking the law. It's just common mistakes. There's no winner or losers, just people with unique differences and individualities. We are not perfect at everything. It doesn't give Dumbsville the right to force us to improve on what he wants us to improve. He doesn't know how to help a person. He doesn't know how to listen to what we feel. He doesn't want to listen to how we all feel, the same way we all don't want to listen to his crap. Never let anyone tell you what they want or tell you what to do. Be your own person. If they can't respect your own work online, then they have no idea what they are talking about. No one has the right to pull our strings like we are puppets to them. No, we have our own lives and our own free will. We have our own decisions. We are all learning, experiencing, and living our lives. No one's life should be ruined or suffered. She shows me this in regards to Miraculous, Ladybug, and this is someone who shared this. I filtered them out, and she showed me this clip. Like this example of today's episode that came out, being forced to try something else to do it for someone that wants you to do is something that isn't our decision. This was actually a while ago back that she shared this stuff with me. I do want to watch this show, Miraculous, Ladybug, but this is what she's also sharing right here that someone else shared. Even this one, Nathaniel loves making comics and illustrations while his boyfriend Mark is a writer. His mother wants him to be something that is true art, like architecture or whatever, but that's not his choice or decision because comics are his passion. It's like my art and writing are my passion too, and when Dumbsville thinks it's not great, he attracts millions of viewers to attack me without even giving me a chance to explain my real side of the story. Even though I tried, they still don't believe me. Memes are not my passion because it makes me feel too upset at how it tortures the art and the context. That's what I see in my perspective, but Dumbsville's perspective is just too entertaining to him without even seeing how it affects other people. Now, I want people to understand too. Dumbsville, RioluPuppy, and just about everybody who has made these videos, these kinds of videos, it is not up to you to control people and make them into who you want them to be. This is what Chesh was trying on me. This is why I'm like, I don't fucking care what you think of me. I care that you're lying to your viewers. Doing this was stupid. Are you disgusting? Are you stupid? No. You're somebody who needs to wake up. All of you. When it comes to Dumbsville, yeah, he's stupid. Why do I say that? Because Dumbsville ruined people. He did. You don't get a freebie, man. What you did to RioluPuppy, what you did to her, you're always going to fucking remember. But I want to point out something else too that I'll point out in a future video. So, when it comes to what Chesh did and tried on me, just take the L, exposing Vic Mignogna fans. Again, I was not just a Vic Mignogna fan. I was also a Monica Riel fan, and I was confused, and I was like not happy with how things were handled. When it comes to these type of videos, saying watch the videos, telling me to watch the videos, you're wanting my attention. When someone says that, when Dumbsville is sitting there talking at Goth Nebula and Sonic93, he's wanting the attention, and at the same time, he doesn't care if they don't see the video. He wants his viewers to see. So what was that all about? If there was something wrong with Sonic93 and Goth Nebula, wouldn't you want their family to know before someone gets hurt? If there's something wrong with me, wouldn't you want my folks to know and not the whole internet? Because this didn't do shit. If you're gonna sit there and hold your finger up and look like some type of fucking psycho Bob or whatever bored ass wannabe bully from King of the Hill, all pissed off for no good reason, think about how my face may look to you. You would have your soul running in a different direction. I'm not talking about Chesh, I'm talking about you idiots who are sitting there ready to weaponize her against me. You would not fucking like my face, especially when I'm smiling, because my smile is the type to make the fucking devil want to run. Yes, I fucking hate evil. I hate it that much, I will mock it. So don't try me. Yes, there's a such thing as being neutral. All of this stuff right here, you see. Why is it even important for people to come at me? Why? Why is it important for you to pick sides? Why? Seriously, think about it. Because this is what I wrote over. I'll read it. Number 1, because just take the L, exposing Vic Mignogna fans. I was a Vic and Monica fan. This is not about sides or winning and losing. It was about diffusing drama and seeking the truth, while fans like you made the accusers look like enablers because you twisted their words and harassed people. You're Vicky Vale to the Bruce Wayne I never could afford to be. Basically, she was stalking me and harassing me and stuff. Telling me to watch your videos is you wanted my attention. Newsflash, I spoke to innocent ISWV members, I stand with Vic members, and innocent Kick Vic members who both called out instigators from their own respective hashtags. Why didn't you use that energy to help people who were suicidal in the whole voice actor mess, huh? Instead of wanting my attention. This is what Dumbsville did, but far, 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 far worse. Yes, this is all Chelsh right here, but she didn't do anything close to what Dumbsville did. Again, she and Rielu are victims of hearsay and, believing it and all that and being weaponized. And she says, 5 months ago? I don't know if it's 6 months ago now or what, but I go I was never gone. But wait, before I do this, clarification, because slander is real and so is the truth. What's also real is your potential. This is what I'm saying to Chesh and to everybody. Your potential is real. Please don't throw yourselves away over me or anyone else, people. I was never gone. I moved on and even made a didn't watch response to this video. Basically what I referred to in the beginning. With links to videos of mine debunking your videos on me. You were excited to do this. I was grumpy and focused on crap that affects everyone. I have no beef with you. Yes, there are things I admire about you. Yes, there are things I admire, especially your art style. I do. And her content. But not the fake news part. Yes, neutral exists. It's been a word. And I know your videos before the above one are old. But wishing death, stalking voice actors. I'm not saying she's wishing death. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this in general. Stalking voice actors, there's plenty. Not all have done from both KV and ISWV. Slandering like you've done to me. Lying to viewers like you've done. Add to defamation, abuse, the list goes on. You want to lie to future generations of your fans about me and your other targets instead of using your potential to help people. Seriously, don't. You're better than this. As are all of you who go around doing this shit. You're better than this. Rielu, especially you. And speaking of, this was one of my earlier impressions, and things have changed ever since. I will read this right now as I did in one of my videos. After talking to RioluPuppy in the near past, I realized she was also a victim on her end and didn't mean to do the kinds of mistakes she made. Even victims make mistakes, tend to do things out of character, and are capable of taking things too far, especially when manipulated. This also kind of applies to Chelsh as well. I've been there. Many of us have. But people like Rielu and Chelsh also helped me to put myself in their shoes and to explore the good in the world, including things we as human beings could still share with one another, because it's not too late. Her new insight has helped me indirectly to become stronger, with even helping other victims like Sonic93 and Goth Nebula. Thank you, Rielu, and also thank you, Chelsh, and please be safe. I mean it. I honestly mean it. But when it comes down to the fact of the matter that we have this right here, where people are making a joke out of Goth Nebula and making her a target constantly, was all this in fucking blue before? It probably was. I don't even know. You idiots on the Encyclopedia Dramatica and the Wikitubia. I'm not talking about everybody. I'm talking about the ones who are responsible for this. You folks who went after my... Why the fuck does it keep doing that? Anywho, you folks who keep doing this, who actually threw the Yoshi 1 victim under the bus, you're a bunch of cowards. If you actually cared, if you were actually telling the truth, you would have alerted everybody. But no, you wanted people to do your dirty game. You wanted people to somehow come after Sonic93, to come after me, to come after Goth Nebula, and anybody else without the, the sirens being alarmed. What does that say about you? Now that you've done your homework, what do you plan to do? You just gonna sit there and take a fucking shit and do nothing and frown at me like you're really pissed when you aren't? Let me tell you something. When you pretend to be pissed just to ruin somebody and try to ruin me, it makes me fucking 10 times more pissed at you. And yes, I can fucking afford being pissed because I can live being pissed. Have you seen Bruce Banner? Have you seen the Hulk? Okay, that cheesy shit aside, I can afford that because you don't know what empowers me. What empowers me is people. I care about people. I have my weaknesses. You people are weak not because you would care, it's because you don't care and you are afraid of caring about other people. That makes you fucking weak. You want to, leech off of them and spread lies. You want to slander them. So you're basically saying you cannot afford to live within the truth. You have to lie and you have to attack Sonic93, my friend Root here. You have to attack Goth Nebula and pretend that your life is perfect. I don't pretend that my life is perfect. I know my life isn't perfect. I know that life isn't perfect in general. But I'm not going to fucking stoop low and do what you do. Run around lying about people and hiding behind the darkness. I hope they don't find out the truth because they deserve it. They had it coming. Okay, so if they had it coming, if Root had it coming, if Sonic93 and Goth Nebula had it coming, why don't you fucking say it? If I had it coming, why don't you fucking say it? Why don't you say it instead of acting like good guys? Why don't you fucking say it instead of saying shit like this in your titles? Why don't you fucking say it instead of doing this shit right here? Huh? Huh? Why don't you say it to my fucking face? You disgusting, monstrous losers! Why don't you say it, huh? Instead of lying! You can't do it! Because you're scared of your own fucking shadows! That's why I'm calling you out! So you can own up and you can be free from this madness! But no, instead, you turned into this guy even before he was a thing. You did. You did what Donald Trump did. You became dictators. You decided to do murder, she wrote. All because you wanted fame and fake love. You are a bunch of criminals! You fucking make me sick! You could have gotten so many people killed! And if you have, how the fuck do you feel? Also, don't make a video on me. Don't. You want to talk to me? Find me on X. Find me on X. And if you say something stupid, I'm going to call you out. Because you had so long. You had all the time to actually clear up things. To tell the truth. You had all this time to live up to your fucking lies by telling Goth Nebula not to talk to me, not to talk to Sonic93 or whoever. If you actually thought I was lying, why the fuck did you not warn my family or people how quote-unquote dangerous I quote-unquote am? Because you knew that they would know that you're lying. But no, it doesn't stop there. You people who actually cheered RioluPuppy on, and you knew that she was not telling the truth, you baited her. You used her. You used Chelsh. You folks who used Chelsh and RioluPuppy, guess what? I could have easily told you to fucking rot. But I'm not. I am not that savage. You want to live a better life? Stop weaponizing people. Stop hiding behind them. Stop hiding behind me. Because people hid behind me in the Vic Mignogna and Monica Riel drama. They did. They used me. They wanted something out of me. They wanted to be the good guys. It was all a game to them. Life was a game to them. And they fucking ran. They weaponized minors. And you have minors attacking adults. So think about that. If I didn't care about RioluPuppy, I would not have tried to get her out of this. But this is my last RioluPuppy video. This is my last Chelsh video. But if they make videos on me to attack me, I have to call them out. If it's a response video and they want to talk to me, hey, I'll be chill, but I'd rather be contacted. Because they're victims too. You're all technically victims, whether you're victims of your own actions, of each other, or any harm. You could have helped Goth Nebula and Sonic93, especially. But why didn't you? You could have helped Yoshi Rielu. You could have helped Akai Jane, but you weaponized their names instead. And we already have trust issues when it comes to politics. We should be standing together. We shouldn't be making things about our views and about winning. It's about life. Wake the fuck up. Munchkin Nabasari out.